This is Katie Hunter from MMA UK. I'm here with Valentina Shevchenko. Valentina, thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you, Katie. It's every time my pleasure.
And you're doing this interview from Las Vegas, right?
Yes, it's exactly. I just finished my training in UFC Performance Institute, and here we are right now.
That's amazing. How long are you there for?
Our base right now here in Las Vegas, so this is our home base where we are like spending all our time between the trainings, during the trainings, and like in general.
And so are you staying there indefinitely?
Yes.
Wow.
We moved here 1.5 years ago, and before we lived for 2.5 years in Houston, Texas.
Yeah. And you've also done training camps out of Thailand as well?
Everywhere. Thailand is one of my favorite places, but of course I very like to travel and do my training camp in different parts of the world. So who knows what's gonna be next?
And is that to just try and make your game as well-rounded as possible and spar with as many different training partners as possible?
Yes, of course, it's like one of the opportunities when you are sparring or do like training with different kind of sparring partners. You are, you know what to expect from anyone, and you know how to react. So to be ready, you have to know and see more.
And of course, your number one training partner must always be your sister, Antonina.
Of course, as always, she is every time training with me. We are traveling together, and she is number one for me.
And she's obviously in your division at the moment. And I'm not sure like when she's hoping to fight again, but how what is it like for you to have your sister living the dream with you, both in the UFC now?
Oh, it's amazing because like we are in martial arts for like more than 20 years and doing every time everything together, and we was competing in the same promotion under Muay Thai rules, under like all rules, all martial arts what we were doing, and it was every time the same as like as it right now. We was competing, training together, and it's I don't know the other thing. I don't know how it can be differently, because for
Yeah.
me this is only one way to be.
And do you feel more nervous when you've got a fight or when you're cornering for her?
I would say yes. I'm more nervous when she's fighting, because it's like when I'm fighting, I know that everything in my hands, I can make my fight and I able to do everything what I want to do. But when she's fighting, I just can watch. I just can like guard all my emotions, and just it's more difficult. Of course, definitely it's more difficult.
And obviously, she had to watch you recently in that incredible victory that you had over Jessica Rai. It was absolutely astounding. The second round head kick knockout. It was absolutely sensational. Congratulations on your first title defense.
Thank you, Katie.
What's it like for you to be the UFC champion, to, represent your country? Your country's so proud of you. I just love watching all the video footage of when you go home and your phone call from the president. What's that like for you?
As of course, number one is a huge motivation, because like feeling this kind of support, you know that you have to do more than you
Yeah.
can, and you have to train harder than everyone trains, and it's like it's a huge motivation and huge responsibility, and it's like all combining together and like matching all together. And of course, but I'm very glad and I'm very happy to have this kind of support. It's good for me to train harder, because I very love martial arts, and I very like to be in the gym and train all the times, and I'm ready to train like so hard as I can to have this kind of support.
What does the president say to you on the phone?
He congratulated me, and he said that everyone is very proud, and a whole country, they were watching the fight, and they was like cheering, and even someone was crying, and all government was watching the fight. They stopped the work and they just watched the fight.
I don't know what time it is there when he's watching your fight live, because he always seems to call you straight afterwards when you're having your
Yes,
post-fight interviews.
it was not too early. It was maybe like 7 or 8 uh,
Okay.
a.m. So it was good time.
And you were so respectful after your win. You know, she was obviously unconscious for quite a long time, and you were really subdued in your celebrations until you knew that she was okay. Were you worried for her safety?
I knew it very good that UFC in this kind of events, UFC is a huge, the greatest organization of mixed martial arts in the world, and of course I knew that they have all medicals, all like staff who work in attending these events. They are like number one, and they are have. Very good work. That's why I knew that they will do everything to not make nothing bad happen,
Yeah.
and I knew they would take good care of her.
I think it's one of the reasons people love you so much is how respectful you were afterwards. But also, it's quite controversial in your fight with Priscilla Kachkaya, who I say her name wrong. Um, Mario Yamasaki was the referee that took a very long time when you were trying to finish her with ground and pound. It didn't look like he was going to stop the fight. And it was almost like you took matters into your own hands. You didn't want to damage her anymore, and you ended up submitting her. So, like, is that something in your mind that you're worried about your opponent's safety?
It's very difficult to say during the fight because during the fight it's more action. It's more like you, mm, more it was like when I went for submission, it's like you cannot stop before the referee stop you. Because if
Yeah,
you will think about safety of opponent will take this moment and will turn the fight upside down
yeah,
and do different things to use it. It's no one wants it. That's why, of course, we want to finish the fight. We want to finish the fight to make clear victory, and this is number one. But of course, it's like it's MMA. It's mixed martial arts. Everything can happen, and of course we are training hard. And you know that I hit hard. I know that my opponent hit hard, and she don't want to like think about my safety. She wants to do the same like to win the fight. That's
yeah.
why this is a world of sport. It's not about other like things about like thinking about safety or something like this. This is hard. It's very hard in the inside the octagon, but we are fighters. We are ready for it.
Yeah. What do you say to people who think that you're so dominant in your division that there's not a competitive fight for you out of all the 125-pound fighters?
I just train hard to make it happen. I train
Yeah,
very hard to make it happen. And I'm very glad that now we have 125 weight division because it's my natural class, my natural weight division. And I'm very happy that finally I can fight where I can show like everything from me. And I don't have to be worried about bigger sized opponent, heavier,
yeah.
longer arms, longer legs. And because it's different game plan for the fight, and now I just can show my power, show my skills and everything in my with the same sized opponent. It's great.
On the same card that you fought Jessica Rai was the Caitlin Chukagian versus Jojo Calderwood fight, which Caitlin won by a narrow decision victory. That was widely thought of as potentially being the next number one contender fight to face you. But now I'm hearing rumours that it might be Liz Carmouche on the San Antonio card on the 20th of July. Is there anything you can tell us about that?
I can tell that I'm very happy to fight for with both girls, And now we are thinking, if it would be just because of me, and I would say yes, let's go fight tomorrow, let's go fight in San Antonio, because I really want to be active and I really want to fight as much as I can, because I'm healthy now and I'm prepared and in good shape. I don't have to do like whole training camp again, because I'm ready. And if it would be just of me and of my opponent, I would say we would say yes, let's do it. But it's not depends on us, just on sportsmen. It's all like many details has to come in one, and just let's see. But I'm ready. I'm ready for anything.
And Liz Carmouche, that name that's been mentioned, she's the only person other than Amanda Nunes to have a win over you as a in your pro MMA career. How satisfying would it be to get that one back on her?
Yeah, it was fight in 2010, and
Long time ago.
yes, but it was everything good. It was not. It was medical stoppage, but I was winning the fight. I was dominating in the stand-ups, and I took her down. And from the position when she was on the ground, I was stand up. I just grabbed her leg and went for the leg lock. And this moment, she threw a kick, like from the upside down, and it's land right to my eye. But I we continue the fight, and I started like to make my leg lock, and then like suddenly I see the blood, and I was like surprised. What is the blood? What? Whose blood is it? Maybe it's her. I damaged her, and then like when after some minutes, like it was like about minute maybe left, and when the round, it was first round, the round it stopped, and I realized it was my blood. So it was just like this unexpected kick, lucky kick. And the doctor came out, and she said like, no, I cannot let you continue the fight. And I said, but no, I want to fight. And we had like a little discussion with her, but they stopped the fight. That's why this is how I get this. But yes, now to fight with Liz, it's gonna be like, I think, a good fight, very interesting fight to watch for everyone. And just let's see what's gonna happen in the future.
Well, I think you've got everything that it takes to be one of the most dominant UFC champions that we've ever seen. If you do end up clearing out that division, what would be next for you then?
For now, I'm focused on defending my belt as much time as I can, and this is what I have for the near future. But who knows what's gonna happen? Just let's see. Let's see.
I would imagine that you would like to get that. Well, obviously you fought Amanda twice, but I know that you don't believe that the second one should have gone to her. I'm sure you'd like to fight her again in the future, maybe.
For sure. I think in the future we would see this kind of the fight, and yeah, I think most probably, yeah.
Do you see yourself being a double weight champ?
Why not?
I imagine if your sister gets into a place where she's pushing for a title shot as well, that would make the decision easier to go back up. I know.
Yeah, it's gonna be much easier that way.
Who would more naturally be at home at 135, you or her?
Um, for 135, I never cut it any weight because it's my natural weight. Now, even now, I'm a little bit down at 135, 132, 133.
Wow.
And so this is very like, I feel good. I don't have to cut any weight in 135. And Antonina, I would say she feels because she's taller, but she's skinny, more skinny than me. I would say I have a little bit like more body. That's why I would say it's our natural weight, 125 for both of us.
Yeah. I know she's fought as high as featherweight in Phoenix before.
Yeah, she fought bantamweight. She fought bantamweight and 61 kilogram, and it's the same way. Like in Muay Thai we have like many fights, and it's um, for example, when we have here in UFC, I have one fight, then in a few months another fight. It's easy to cut, yeah, to
Yeah,
125. It's not so damaging your health. But when it's in Muay Thai, for example, you're fighting like every month, few times a month. It's very difficult to cut so often weight, and
yeah.
it's better to wait in your own weight class. Yeah, so this is like makes sense, a huge sense, because every time you're thinking about not only to be to fight in the better weight class, but also to think about the future, to be healthy.
Yeah, and I guess that's why you can also say yes to fairly last minute fights as well. You know, if you're fairly close to the weight you're going to fight at, and you always look in incredible shape, and I know you're always in the gym.
Yes, it's true. It's true.
How
Every time.
much time? How much time off did you take after your last fight?
I didn't took too much because um, when you're doing so for so long martial arts, your body used to feel this kind of like be in exercise all days, and it's start to feel weird when it's not doing nothing, and it's like it's craving for some exercise, for some sweat. That's why I just took 3 4 days doing nothing, and then my body told me that you have to go, you have to sweat a little bit. And of course I didn't do some kind of like same training that I did for the training camp, but
Yeah.
even just jogging a little bit, sweating a little bit, warming up a little bit, it's every time good for the body and for the soul.
And what do you do on your downtime on those 2 or 3 days off that you took? How do you chill out?
Um, we went to the shooting range. We practiced shooting. Some good restaurants, some good food. We went to the lake, to the shore, to swim a little bit. So nothing crazy. Very relaxed and easy.
The shooting range one is one of my favorite things to do in Las Vegas.
Yeah, yeah, it's true.
What's your
It's true.
favorite gun?
My favorite, I love them all. I have different guns from the like old guns from the Second War, from the Soviet Union, and modern guns. But one of my very very favorite, it's Glock 19.
Yeah.
It's I think about Glock. It's like mixed martial arts, because MMA, it's a universal fight. You have to be everything to be a successful fighter. And Glock, it's the same. It's very easy to use. It's very practical, and it's very like it will work in under any condition. So that's why my favorite is Glock.
That must be the gun that most represents you as well, Bullet.
Yes, I have, and even I have a tattoo on my body with
I
Glock.
know.
Yeah.
Awesome. I've just got a couple of fan questions, if that's okay. I put out on my social media that I was interviewing you, and so some fans had questions for you. So, if you weren't a combat athlete, what would you be doing? Another sport or something else entirely?
Um, I cannot imagine me doing something different. Everything was it's matching in my life so good that I'm very happy to do what I'm doing right now. And I never had this kind of thoughts to be someone different or do some different things. Being mixed martial artist, it doesn't matter that you have to do all your life just one thing. No, you can do whatever you want. For example, I finished. University of Arts. My
Yeah.
professional is a movie director, so it's a little bit different from martial arts, right? But I also enjoy it. From the very beginning, when I was a little girl, my mom put me in mixed martial arts and in the dance school. So for me, it was all the same. Now I'm doing shooting. I love to cook. I love to travel. So that's why I can do whatever I want, and I don't have any restrictions. And this
Yeah.
is the best part.
Do you think you'll ever make a film?
Maybe in the future, of course, yes, because for now it's very difficult to combine. You
Yeah.
have to do some one things very like deep to put all your power and your thoughts about something. And for now, it's mixed martial arts for me.
Yeah, that's amazing. Um, One of the guys from my gym, Craig Edwards, he's a BKK fighter, asked if you can give him dance lessons.
Dance lessons, yeah. For now, just mixed martial arts lessons.
It's absolutely amazing. It's one of the things we all love about you is the dances that you do at the open workouts and when you win your fights. Have you been dancing like that your whole life?
I did. That's why I'm saying that I start to practice mixed martial arts at 5, and at the same time, my mom she put me and my sister in the school of dances, and I grew up doing both dance and mixed martial art. That's why for me it's natural and easy, and I people maybe they are don't realize, but I did it all my life.
I can't believe that after a 5 round war, you're able to dance like that. It just must
If
take
you
so much energy.
if you are winning the fight, you can get your energy from anything. Doesn't matter.
And finally, we've got a bit of a proposal here. One of your fans has asked if you're in a relationship, and if not, are you interested in Persian men?
Uh, for now, I don't think about the relationship. For now, I'm thinking just about martial arts because I want to do my career more successful as I can, and it's very difficult to combine because like all this like sentimental stuffs is affecting a lot your training. It's affecting your career, and for now, I'm good. For now, I'm very much thinking just in martial arts.
Murdad, there might be hope for you in the future, I think Valentina's saying. Well, Valentina, thank you so much for your time. I think you're the most incredible role model in women's MMA and in all of MMA. I just think you're a really good person for young people to look up to. You're such a hard worker. You're not a trash talker. You're so respectful. And your fighting is absolutely incredible to watch. I'm a huge fan, and thank you so much for doing this
Thank
interview.
you, thank you. Thank you for you and have a good day.
And good luck for your next fight. And hopefully, we'll see you again, possibly in UFC San Antonio.
Yeah, thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, Valentina.